I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, one. Hello, all, to another Game to Love Tennis Podcast live play-by-play stream brought to you by Game to Love and myself, Covey. I am your host for today, calling this match from beautiful Vancouver, BC. It is 12:39 p.m. here locally. In Miami, it's 3:39 p.m. They're 3 hours ahead of me here on the on the Pacific time zone on the west coast of North America. Of course, they're on the east coast of North America. We've got the world number one, Carlos Alcaraz, facing Dusan Lajovic for the third time this season. Yes, Alcaraz came back from his injury in Buenos Aires, won that title, and on the way he took on Dusan Lajovic. He also made it to the finals the next week in Rio de Janeiro, where he also faced Dusan Lajovic. They've played 3 times so far. Alcaraz has taken all 7 sets. However, the first time they played in Buenos Aires, it was a little bit tougher. Let me see here, get the exact scores for you. So the first one in Buenos Aires was a more lopsided for Alcaraz. The score was 6-4, 6-2. And then a week later, they played again. Lajovic was much better in that one. Alcaraz won 6-4, 7-6, although Alcaraz did go 7-love in the tiebreak. I'm going to continue with this trend of Alcaraz winning all the sets. I'm going to go ahead and hit the predictions button and see what you guys have to say. Let me know who you think is going to win, how many games it'll be, how many sets, right after this. All right, folks, I'm going Alcaraz in 2. I'm going to say 6-4, 6-3. That's going to be my prediction. Let me know what you've got. Also, check it out from Game to Love Tennis Podcast, as the first serve from Lajovic is good up the middle. The return from Alcaraz goes long. So good start here for the Serbian. We've got support the channel, folks. There's the link. Please do. All the support helps. Also, if you feel like it, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're new. We would really appreciate it. It really helps us bring you more tennis, and it helps in algorithm-wise. All right, backhand return. Alcaraz, and the one-handed backhand, by the way, that's what Dusan Lajovic has, goes up the line wide. It's 15 all. We've got a person saying, hey, Covey, how's it going, a person? Great to have you again on this stream. Just saw you in the last one as well. Hi, Covey. That is not cool, Paul Ross. We're going to have to one more of those, and we will have to block you, my friend. Not cool whatsoever. We got a person saying Alcaraz in 2. Tennis Twit, Carlito 6-4, 6-3. A person 6-3, 6-4. Okay, I have 6-4, 6-3 as well, Tennis Twit. So let's go. Manor is in the house. Alcaraz with a forehand returner off the serve. Another forehand. Alcaraz, Dusan Lajovic forehand goes wide, and it's 15-30. Pressure right away. Will Alcaraz win this? Probably yes. Will it be close? Probably not. Can we see an upset? Maybe. All over the map is Manor, but hey, I like it. I like it. Hello, guys, says Emma. Welcome. Aldo Ramos saying 6-2, 6-1. I'm assuming for Carlitos. And Alcaraz now sets up his first break point of the match. So off and running is Carlitos, 30-40 on the Serbian serve here. Alcaraz goes inside out forehand winner there. Gosh, the power. 98 miles an hour. Here we go. Lajovic first serve is wide. And we've got a second serve opportunity for Alcaraz on break point. Gobi's having her breakfast finally. Second serve is a double. Oh, sorry, that was I guess that first one was a let. So my apologies. Now we have a second serve. It is good. And backhand return Alcaraz. Now backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic. Wide. Alcaraz breaks right off the bat, just as he did in his second round match, which was his first match of the tournament. Nice. Already have 30 people watching. The world number one attracts eyeballs. Thank you to each and every single one of you for joining. Really appreciate having you, watching tennis with you. If you are new and you've never commented before, I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but go for it. Ask me a question, say hello, or just let me know where you're from if you'd like. Always curious to know where people are watching from, who you're a fan of, who you're cheering for, who you think will win this tournament, men's side, women's side, anything you want to do. We're here to chat and have a good time together. So there you go. Manor saying, I feel bad, can't stop coughing. I feel like I'm going to throw up. That's what Taylor Fritz did in the tiebreak in Acapulco against Tommy Paul. That was an epic 3-setter. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you feel better. Maybe have some water, Manor. Manor, water usually helps me if I'm feeling like that. Max saying, I'm sorry, Manor. Hope you feel better. We got Lamberto. What up, Lammy? Good to have you, brother. He says, hey, everyone, all the way from Italia. Yeah. All right. Alcaraz now serving. First serve was into the net. Here's the second serve. Is good. Return Lajovic up the middle. Now backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz goes wide of even the doubles alley, and it is love 15. So each player has dropped the first point in each of their service games. What does that mean? I have no idea. Manor saying love to Lamb. Aldo Ramos, think Carlos will win Miami 1000. Greetings from Mexico. Hopefully Carlos versus Medvedev, the final for a revenge. Nice, Aldo Ramos. Thank you for commenting. Welcome to the chat. Great to have you here, and thank you for letting me know. I also think Alcaraz will likely make the final, although I think potentially it would be fun to see him play Runa or Fritz, that they're facing each other in the next round. And also Sinner again would be a good one. Those are the players that I think have a pretty decent shot at taking Alcaraz down before the final. Other than that, I think he should be fine. Got a good rally going. And then Alcaraz rips an inside-out forehand, and it is a beauty. 15 all. Nice, nice. Good start to this match. Both players, Lajovic looking sharp as well. But man, that was a ripper of a forehand. Alcaraz rocking the same kit as he's been wearing ever since he came back from injury. That means it's a very like a highlighter pink top with a black Nike swoosh on the chest. He's rocking a white wristband on his right wrist, white shorts, white shoes, white socks, and rocking that Babolat pure. Was it the Pure Drive? No, it's not the Pure Strike. The Pure Drive. What is it? Oh, the Arrow, the Babolat Arrow. Anyways, Alcaraz goes into the net 15-30. So a tiny bit of pressure here now for Alcaraz on his serve real early. Lammy saying hi to Manor and Emma. Tennis Twit. I'm hoping Sabalenka wins. Men's side, I think Carlitos or Medi. Attaboy. Yeah, pretty popular picks these days. And Medi, man, his match yesterday, he looked just every bit as good as Alcaraz looked against Bagnes in defeating, who did he defeat? Carballes Baena. It was a massacre, actually. I think it's 6-2, 6-1. A person says Alcaraz looks older without facial hair. Yeah, funny, huh? He definitely looks different. He just shaved his hair. Oh, Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat. I think he's friends with Alcaraz. I've seen a bunch of photos and videos of them. Butler actually went down to, I believe it was, Alcaraz with a drop shot +1. Lajovic tried to race up, but slipped on the push-off and ended up not fully trying for the rest of it. And Alcaraz 30 all. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. I don't know if he was definitely at one of the two tournaments in South America, either Buenos Aires or Rio, but he came to watch Alcaraz, and now he's here watching Alcaraz in his home city because he plays for the Miami Heat. Tennis Twit saying, I'd like Runa to win, though, over Fritzy. Okay. Vekic losing. Dang it, says Manor. All right, Alcaraz backhand from the baseline. Lajovic. Oh, it's a one-hand passing shot as Alcaraz makes his way to the net. And Alcaraz had game point, but that is erased, and it goes to deuce. What a great effort. So Alcaraz pushed him all the way to his forehand, and then on the next ball, pushed him all the way to the other side on his backhand, and it was a running winner from Dusan Lajovic. Really nice shot. like I said, both players they've come out pretty well here. They're striking the ball well. Good to see. Good to see. Here's Alcaraz at deuce. First serve goes into the net. We got Lamberto saying Petra in 2 for that. I feel for Minor. Yeah, Kvitova. Kvitova Vekic. That'll be a good one. Alcaraz with a shank on the forehand on the run there. And it is advantage Lajovic. So looking to break right back. Boomerang break. Alcaraz with a shank. Tennis twit. Why can't Tiafoe wear the nice Nike kits like Carlitos? Not enjoying his current and AO1 hurt the eyes. I don't mind the strawberries and cream on him specifically, but everyone else, I don't like it. And actually, Chapeau had that same design in the last one. I didn't mind it. I think he had a better color combination. Like the Fritz had like the puke green like base with like, I can't even talk about that. Ask Gary. Gary knows. All right, serve out wide. Dusan Lajovic runs around the backhand. The forehand goes into the net, however. So Alcaraz back to deuce. Hey, Gobi. Want to say hi to the people? Look there. Say hi. Oh, my name is covering you. Here, let's give him one of these. There you go, folks. There's the Gobster. Cute little tiny cauliflower. In case you were wondering, I call it cauliflower because Gobi is the Hindi word for cauliflower. Okay, and Kavi is the Hindi word for poet. Alcaraz, beautiful serve up the tee. And the return goes long. That was a powerful serve. Gosh, they don't show the miles per hour. I want to know. I hope Carlos can defend his title in Madrid, says Max. Yeah, it would be sweet. No problem, Lamberto. I followed you as well, Minor. Came up in my recommendations. A person saying both Butler and Alcaraz known for being fierce competitors in their respective sports, so makes sense. Yeah, Alcaraz went to a Miami Heat game actually, and Butler after the warm-up specifically came up to him. Alcaraz was courtside and said hi to him and Alcaraz's brother. Alcaraz forehand runs around the backhand, and the forehand goes wide on game point. So back to deuce. Good effort here from Dusan Lajovic. Good to see. Because he has lost all 7 sets versus Alcaraz, but the last match was much closer, as mentioned. It went 6-4, 7-6. The one before that was a 6-2, 6-4 Alcaraz win in Buenos Aires. So here comes Alcaraz now. Deuce once again, serving. On serve, 0. Sorry, he's up a break, I should say. And serve out wide, and the return from Lajovic goes long. So another game point for Carlitos. We got Ems. Hi, Covey. Famalam. Everyone's saying hello to Ems. Emma is. Lamberto is. Tennis Twit is. LOL at Puke Green. Yeah, it really was. Gobi heart emoji from Ems. Ems also saying, hey, Lam, Emma, Tennis Twit Max. And Alcaraz ends up holding for a 2-love lead, and that is what we call a consolidación. Okay, Alcaraz wiping off his face and handle of his racket, and then neatly putting the towel back. Not quite as neurotic as Rafa, but definitely took a couple seconds to line up that towel there. Ems is saying this game is going to take longer than expected. Yeah, it might do. Here's Lajovic serving down a break, love 2. Alcaraz with the return off the wide serve, and it's just a hair long. So 15 love for the Serbian. I like the Lajovic button too, so hopefully we'll get to use that as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did an outfit change as well. Just called the Fritz Chapeau match. Had to change it up a little. Backhand from Lajovic on his second shot of the rally goes long. 15 all. Emma saying Lajovic good on clay, so that was always going to be closer at Buenos Aires. Yeah, for sure. Although it looks like he's playing better than he did there so far. And serve out wide, and then Alcaraz lobs it. Lajovic meets that with an overhead at the net, and it's 30-15. Lajovic rocking, gosh, I don't know what the company is, but he's got a kangaroo on his hat. It's all white hat, but just the border of the bill is black. He's wearing a yellow, blue, white, dark blue shirt. It's like a bunch of different colors. It almost looks like paint has been someone like kind of painted. The back is all white, but the front has the yellow and blue and a little bit of kind of reddish purple or fuchsia perhaps. Navy blue shorts, white socks, and red shoes. Nice look for Lajovic. More colorful. Here we go. Forehand to forehand. Backhand Alcaraz up the middle. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic is long. And by the way, I think I mistakenly said Lajovic is a left-hander. What I meant was he's a one-hander on the backhand. I'm just remembering that I think I said left-hander. So definitely did not mean to say left-hander. I meant one-hander. Mix those up. Manor saying Alcaraz plays silly like he knows he's going to win, but still, tennis twit would be nice if this is competitive. The last match was a bit stale. I agree with you there. Alcaraz in 2 today. Oh, yeah. We got our predictions in already. Alcaraz in 2 for me. Let me know what your prediction. I think there's more people. Oh, Alcaraz with a passing shot on the forehand runner as Lajovic made his way to the net. He pulled Alcaraz to the Alcaraz backhand and then pushes him to the forehand. Some good defense. Yeah, push him to the forehand. Alcaraz on the run and just rips a forehand. The crowd erupts. You could tell that that's something that we're waiting for. A little bit of a roar, but nothing too much from Alcaraz. And there you go. Kathy saying 7-minute game. Carlos letting Dusan wear himself out early. Funny. All right, break point Alcaraz. First serve into the net from Lajovic. Here comes the second serve. Second serve from the Serb. Serve is good. Backhand return up the line. Alcaraz, it's not a winner, but it is the point one. And it is a double break now for Alcaraz as Dusan Lajovic got the very end of his racket on it, and it did not go anywhere near where he wanted it to. And we've got a second break already.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Kathy saying, my eyes are not that good, Covey, that I can see detail other than you are wearing a hat. Oh, funny. Yeah, I'm just wearing a different hat. The other one was black with a green bill. This is a gray hat with a black bill. And I also was wearing a gray hoodie. Now I'm wearing a kind of olive green hoodie. I like to just switch it up here once in a while. Aldo Ramos, next gen is here. Carlos Sinner, Runa, Minor, amazing players. I would also add to that Ben Shelton as well. And Arthur Feast as well, I think, although he's got a little bit more work to do. I think the kangaroo brand is Kangol. I thought so too, but it looks different than Kangol. I know what the Kangol looks like because a lot of hip-hop guys wear these backward beret hats. A person is saying, Covey, are you covering Sinner? I'm not covering Sinner, but I will be covering the Sabalenka match, which is at the exact same time. Emma saying, classic Carlos. And Kathy saying, covering Saba. AP, a person. Oh, yeah. Kathy knows my schedule. Thanks for that, Kathy. I don't like the kangaroo brand, says Manor. Oh, dear. The bakery is looming. Half bagel already. I don't know. We'll see. I think Lajovic is playing pretty well, to be honest, but Alcaraz did come up with that passing shot, which I felt like that's a momentum swinger right there. Emma, yes. McDo and Pospisil also have it. So is it Kangol or is it kangaroo? Because I feel like I wouldn't. Yeah. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll look it up. All right. Here is Alcaraz. First serve in game number 4 is good. Return up the middle. Now backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz to the forehand of Lajovic. Inside out. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic into the net. And it is It is 15 love for Carlito on his serve. Oh, McDo meaning McDonald. Aha. Better examples is that list. Better examples in that list than De Minaur. Yeah, it's true. But De Minaur, I'd say he's like on the cusp of that list. Maybe even Corda would be in there. But yeah, I get what you're saying there. Alcaraz with a serve +1. Now he's at the net. Lajovic gets it to him. He does a forehand into Lajovic. Lajovic lobs over him. Carlitos gets to that. Lajovic now has a volley at the net, goes cross court, and then Alcaraz rips a forehand into the open side. Good point. Fun to watch. So Lajovic, he had a backhand down the line when Alcaraz was at the net. Then he lobs over him. Then Alcaraz just puts it back into play up the line. Lajovic volleys it cross court, and then Alcaraz rips that into the open side. And it is 30 love. Alcaraz looking sharp, folks. He is looking sharp. Is Tomljanovic still injured? Emma is asking. Yes, from what I can tell. She's not in this tournament. She's been out since she pulled out of the Australian Open. Yeah, so unfortunate because she had that great victory over Serena at the US Open. I mean, it was just a wonderful match, and I was hoping that she'd translate that into a little bit more. Kind of like I was hoping Borna Coric would translate the Cincinnati Masters win into something more, but different situations though, because Tomljanovic is now obviously injured. Coric just hasn't found his rhythm since then. He served lights out that week. Like, it was unbelievable. Anyways, Lajovic gets a point here as Alcaraz goes into the net. So it's 30-15 on the Alcaraz serve. I like the body language from Lajovic. Positive. Here's Alcaraz. First serve into the net. Hope to see Isla back soon. Same here. Here comes the second serve. Is good. Backhand, cross-court return, just wide. He had a great angle, but just wide of the sideline. 40-15 Carlitos. Manor, what's going on? I can barely breathe. Hopefully it'll be better. I have a flight in 10 hours. Are you a flight attendant, or are you just going somewhere? And please take care of yourself, whatever is going on. I'm saying GTL Vamos bossing again in regards to Rafa. Where are you off to, Manor? Carlos is cruising in Miami. Yeah, he's a defending champion. Good return, Lajovic deep. Alcaraz flicks that back, and then Lajovic has a backhand that goes long, and Alcaraz consolidates for the second time for love. Alcaraz yet to drop a game in either of his first sets in this tournament this year. So he won his first set 6-love against Bagnes, and he is up 4-love here. So 10 straight first set games for Carlos so far, and his defense here in Miami. Cute little girl there climbing all over her father. In between points they're showing. Alcaraz with the return goes just a hair long off the Dusan Lajovic serve. That was up the middle. 15-love Lajovic. Manor, you don't sound well. I hope you are well enough to fly, says Tennis. But yeah, same here. You're making us worried, Manor. Hopefully you feel better. And Lajovic +1 goes into the net. 15 all now. Stadium is packed, folks. They're showing the upper deck, and it's like 95% full, I would say. All right. So if the upper deck is full, you know the lower deck is. Although, funny enough, they haven't showed that. All right, second serve, Alcaraz, backhand return. Now backhand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz is a long. It goes haywire. Was it a shank? Yeah, I'm going to call that a shank. Alcaraz kind of smiling to himself. There's Jimmy Butler again with, I'm not sure who, some homies. First serve is long. It was a body serve, but alas, didn't matter in the end. Here's the second. Is good. Forehand return Alcaraz up the middle. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand slice Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic into the net. And it is 30 all. Manor saying I have vacation. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely take care of yourself. Don't want anything weird to happen. Cabin pressure changes and whatnot. Hope you enjoy it, Manor, and get well soon. What's your prediction for WTA Miami Open champion? Good question, Aldo Ramos. I am. It's such an easy call. Before yesterday, it was someone different than Sabalenka or Rybakina. After the Rybakina match yesterday, I feel like she might win. Lajovic goes long on the backhand up the line, so it is another breakpoint opportunity. Carlitos just relentless in Miami here, just crushing it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Rybakina. I just have a tough time seeing anyone other than Rybakina or Saba. Maybe Krejcikova, but even still, I think Rybakina is on. Oh, Alcaraz with a passing shot forehand as Lajovic was at the net. And what a point. And he breaks for a third straight time. Alcaraz, all business all day here in set number 1. One of my favorites, SWL, is in the house. Suwon Lim. Hi, Covey. Hi, everyone. Hello, Suwon. Emma saying hi. Manor saying hi. Poor Lajovic saying tennis twit. Hi, Emma and Manor. My outside pick would be Bianca for the WTA. Hopefully, Arena takes it. You know what? That would have been, you know what? I wish I had said that, tennis twit, because I am watching. I still don't know. Yeah, I still don't see her beating the two. I'm going to stick to mine. But that would have been a really good call for me to say, to go off the board from the common one. Royden saying, oh boy, not again. Oh, by the way, Aldo Ramos, you let me know who you think is going to win on either the men's, women's, or both. Would be interested to know your take. Yeah, great outside pick, Twit. Really like that one. Kathy saying, okay, after much Googling, his clothing sponsor is L'Alpina, an extension of Australian origin brand. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, because I was going to say, I've seen the Kangol, and it looks different than the Kangol logo. Rybakina looked tired yesterday, but also looked sharp. I feel like because she went through that second straight tough match, I think it's a good sign. When you make it through without playing your best. Whoosh, bagel time, says Suwan. Emma saying Carlitos just too good. We got bagel buttons. We got Hey Suwan from Kathy. Hi Sue from Ems. Emma would love to see Bianca win the title. You know, Bianca has not lost a completed match ever in Miami. She lost in the final, but she pulled out against Barty, I believe. Suwan saying, hey, Kathy and Ems, bagels in demand this week. Rebecca or Andrescu, I'm hoping for. Manora just killed a spider. All right, Alcaraz serving for the set. 5-love. Return is good from Lajovic deep. Now, Alcaraz backhand. Lajovic forehand goes long, and it's 15-love Carlitos. Emma, a lot of one-sided matches today for the seeds. I'll go either Ostapenko, Rybakina, Carlos Medvedev. Good picks, Aldo. Thank you, buddy. Very solid picks, I would say. Andrescu 10-2 in Miami. Oh, yeah. But she hasn't lost a completed match. Meaning the two that she's lost were she had to pull out due to injury. Alcaraz, he had there was a floater from Lajovic as Alcaraz made his way to the net. He had a backhand volley which went into the net. He'll want that one back, but I think he's doing pretty okay, I'd say. Kathy, no, Manor spiders are so good. Yeah, I never kill any of those things. I lift them up with my hockey sticks, and then I just take them outside. I don't have the heart to kill any kind of organisms or beings that I can kind of see. The microorganisms that I breathe in, that's a different story. Alcaraz backhand on the stretch, forehand Alcaraz for Lajovic. Alcaraz on the run, forehand goes wide. So good job, Lajovic, on the Alcaraz serve. It's now 15-30. Sorry, Kathy, I'm too sick. Ew, spiders. Suwan, where have you been all of our lives, says Manor. Kathy, spiders are free pest control and are more afraid of you. Yeah, and they're about 1/1000th the size of us, but you never know. I can see why they're spooky, but I also don't want to, Short ball return. Alcaraz goes forehand with a crazy sharp angle, pulling Lajovic off court, and his forehand goes into the net. Nice shot there. Alcaraz took off pace to get a very nice angle. Smart play there, throwing Lajovic off a little rhythm-wise. I like that play a lot. Very smart. 30-all. Alcaraz 2 points away from a bagel. Will he do it? Can he do it? Let's find out. First serve at 30-all. Tosses up. Serve is good. Out wide. Return. Short ball. Alcaraz goes up the line. Lajovic gets to it. Alcaraz with a volley. Lajovic gets to that. And another volley. Alcaraz puts it away into the open court as the crowd applauds. Okay. Funny enough, you know how I mentioned how the upper deck was full? Well, it is. Now they just showed one side of the lower deck, and it was only about 60% full. So funny how that is, that the upper deck is like packed, and the lower deck, the one of the four sides that they showed, was only about 60% full. A lot of empty blue seats. All right, Alcaraz set point at 40-30. Here comes the first serve. It's good. It's a kicker. Chop back return. Alcaraz drops off of that. Lajovic gets to it. Cross court, and he wins the point. Alcaraz fell over trying to twist and turn, trying to get to that. Great run from Lajovic, and he brings it to deuce. I thought after the short ball, I thought for sure Alcaraz goes drop shot, and Lajovic with a beautiful one-handed runner cross court. And Lajovic isn't playing that bad, you guys, but Alcaraz is just he's just taking the big points. Like at 30-all, he'll win the next one and set up more pressure. Or there you go, another good serve out wide, and Lajovic goes into the net. So another set point for Carlitos. Royden saying 6 love, 6 love. Oh dear, this is a wipeout. Manor, I wasn't early. My stomach been cramping, been taking naps. Hope you feel better, Suwan. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Royden writing it and emojiing it. Thank you, Manor. Sorry, Manor saying sorry to hear. Hope you feel better, hun. Alcaraz, tries to do the super out wide kick serve, and Lajovic was even standing there, like in the alleyway, in line with it there. But anyways, it was wide. Here comes the second, also kicks and runs around it. Does Lajovic, and it's a winner up the line. So he read that out wide serve, runs around it, and he needed to win that point because he was so far off the court that if he didn't hit a winner there, Alcaraz had the entire court to hit it into. Lajovic was about 12, 15 feet wide of the single sideline there. So gutsy play, and he took advantage. So give him credit to the serve. Now Alcaraz serving up the tee, backhand chip return, short ball. Alcaraz rips a forehand. Lajovic with an overhead, and it lands right on the baseline. And then Alcaraz just forehand. Now we're going backhand Lajovic, cross court, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Lajovic. Tries to go up the line, but it's into the net. Third set point for Carlitos here. Who's Sue? Sue is Suwan Lim. He's in our chat here. Yeah, should be able to see his name pop up. Tell me about it, Ems. Thank God I live in the UK. M saying I'd never cope living in Australia. With all the spiders and creatures. And the serve good up the tee, and the return goes long. So Alcaraz does hold for the bagel. Who wants to hear the bagel button, folks? Let me know. Until then, we'll hit the Alcaraz button because he deserves it.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, it looks like we have people who want the bagel, and we should definitely play it because that's why we have the button. This is for Carlitos, folks.
Well, yeah. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel, bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, 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 bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel.
All right, folks, while I have a second, I implore you to please give us a like and a subscribe if you're new. Also, if you're shy and you're new and you haven't commented, don't be shy. Ask me a question. Let me know where you're from, or just say hi. Always good to know who I'm watching tennis with. And I'm happy to be your eyes and ears if you don't have access to the actual feed. Carlitos killing it so far. We've got a bagel, says Minor. Apocalypse saying Alcaraz is already way better than much of the field and he will get better. I agree with you there. This is from Before Tennis Twit saying gorgeous shot Lajovic. I think he's referring to that beautiful running around the backhand to the forehand return winner up the line, and it really was a gutsy shot. I liked it a lot. Too good. Carlos says Emma's favorite player is doing well. Timo versus Alcaraz. Revenge time for Alcaraz. Timo. Sorry, who's Timo? Sorry, I'm not getting who Timo is, Royd, and let me know who you mean by that. Hello to Sue. I literally, as I typed it, says, where's Max? She loves the bagels. Matthew D'Souza, watching Alcaraz is becoming like watching Iga last year, too one-sided for my liking. See, for me, I just like the excitement of the shots is what gets me, not necessarily the score line. So it's just fun to watch someone who's just really good at what they do it. Lajovic serving here to kick off the second set, and he wins the first point just as he did in the first set. Two of my favorite bagel, pumpernickel and everything. Yeah, I'm an everything bagel person. However, with the sugar, I haven't had a bagel since I cut down on the old sugar. All right, forehand Lajovic chipped back from Alcaraz. That into the net didn't look that good. Kind of, I don't want to say Alcaraz is in a lull because it's only been 2 points, but I wonder if he's. I mean, sometimes when you get a bagel, you kind of put your foot off the pedal, maybe a tiny bit. I don't think he'll do it for long, but might even be over by now, actually. This little lull, we'll see. Second serve from Lajovic at 30 love. Serve is good. Backhand return, and it's not a winner. It gets a short ball out of it and then rips it easily into the open court. It is 30-15. Good effort by Lajovic just to get it back over. You never know. Even an easy shot like that, like Rybakina yesterday, missed probably one of the easiest floater volleys I've ever seen. Badosa like literally had to run off court to get to the ball, so the entire court was open. It was a tiny floater, and she literally just dunked it into the net. Lajovic, nice serve out wide, return across court. Alcaraz now forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz up the line, and it's a winner. 30 all now. Carlitos looking sharp. Okay. Hopefully Tommy Paul can give Carlos a proper test. On this form, maybe only Sinner in the semifinal is a threat, says Matthew D'Souza. Can we get a double bagel? It's possible. Oh, Timo Paul. Okay, I think you mean Tommy Paul. Got you. Yeah, and Tommy Paul did beat him in Montreal last year. Let's not forget. Although that was when Alcaraz was Lajovic with a beautiful backhand on the short angle. Alcaraz got to that, though, and then goes up the line. This time, Alcaraz's forehand goes into the net, and he's frustrated with himself a little bit, is Carlitos. Lajovic now game point, trying to get his first game of the match. Can he do it? He's 1 point away. Yes, Covey, it's fun to watch Carlos having fun, but Matthew has been challenged. Watch him play Sinner. I mean, it's definitely going to get tougher, I think, after this. Alcaraz backhand goes long in the rally ball, and Lajovic finally on the board. The crowd giving it to him, and they should, because he's had a great effort so far. Also, button time for Dusan.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
I love in the background of that. I don't know if you guys heard, if you listen real carefully, Ben saying, Dusan Lajovic in like the background over the Dusan Lajovic. Really good layering there, Ben. Good job. All right, Alcaraz serving on serve here. Love 1 in set number 2. Serve +1 goes up the line, and the backhand from Lajovic goes wide. 15 love Alcaraz. Tennis Twit at Matthew. The next tournaments will be interesting with Rafa and Nole. I agree. Definitely. I'm thinking Barbara Rogalski saying go Carlos. Emma. Glad Rebecca came back against Paula. Yeah, it was a really good match. Really fun one to call. I'm going to... random question, Max says. Covey, random question. Have you ever tried a lox bagel before? So I've never had any fish, any meat in my life. I've been vegetarian since I was born. I do eat dairy, not so much anymore, and I do have eggs once in a while. So I've never tried a lox bagel. But there's a place here in Vancouver that has a very famous Montreal smoked meat bagel and also a lox bagel. It's called Siegel's Bagels. So the answer is no. But yeah, thanks for the question. I did expect for Carlos to get a bagel in the first set. I guess we can call Carlos Bakery now. LOL, definitely. Ems, I love smoked salmon and goat's cheese on my bagel. Nice. Goat cheese is delicious. Alcaraz serving here at 40 love. He's doing a good job after what I don't want to call it a lull just because he lost the first game, but the first couple points in that game, at least he lost. It looked like he's just a little off, but now he's back. Second serve up the tee. It's not an ace, but might as well be. The return goes super high and super wide. Alcaraz hold to love. Tennis to it. I'm yet to see Carlos fist pumping like a madman. Yeah, right? That guy just so crazy. Kathy saying, oh my God, Max, you were talking my language. Max saying, Kathy, definitely. Matthew saying, Andrescu did a post-match interview with Tennis Channel and she had her dog Coco with her. So adorable. Check it out on YouTube. Will do. Thank you, my friend. Backhand Alcaraz here in the rally. Forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic. Back. Oh, no, it's long from Lajovic. So love 15 on the Serbians serve. Emma saying, God, Ben puts in a lot of work. Even Lajovic has a button. Oh, yeah. And honestly, if there's a match coming up and there's no button, he'll sometimes make them like right before the match or like a, like the day of the match. Very, very impressive. It's not easy to create something from scratch. And the fact that he can do that is unbelievable. Kathy saying, yes, TT, I agree. In returns to have yet to see Alcaraz fist pumping like a madman. Alcaraz here on the Lajovic serve, I should say. Lajovic is serving at 15 all. First serve coming up. Serve is good. Cross-court return Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz up the line. Running chop from Lajovic. Short ball. Alcaraz goes inside out forehand. And it's a winner. Lajovic just barely unable to get a piece of that. So it is 15-30 now. Alcaraz continuing to put the screws on him. God, Ben puts in a lot of work. Even we got that one already. Ben is the production bomb. Yeah, he's amazing. I literally just Googled a lox bagel and realized it has what I like in my bagel. There you go. Serve up the middle. Alcaraz return into the net. 30 all. Good job, Lajovic, so far here in the second set. Kathy saying definitely. Max saying Kathy, definitely. Kathy saying Ben makes buttons on the fly. It's incredible, isn't it, Kathy? It really is. Covey, I apologize for asking that question. I'll keep note that you're vegetarian. Don't ever worry about that. I don't expect people to know my dietary habits, although we do talk about food quite a bit. Don't worry if you ever ask me something about that. I never worry about that. Oh, back and forth defense from Alcaraz. Dusan Lajovic takes him to his backhand, then all the way to his forehand, and then all the way again. And then on the last shot from Lajovic goes just a hair long. I think he's trying to get the margins because he's like, what the hell do I have to do to get this ball past this guy? So break point Alcaraz once again, 30-40. He's already had 5. Alcaraz has. He's already had 4. And he's converted on 3 of them. Beautiful serve, but Alcaraz gets that back. Short ball for Lajovic, and it goes right to Alcaraz's side. Now Alcaraz with a forehand ripper. Cross court. Unbelievable. He tries to lob over Lajovic. Lajovic does a backhand overhead smash kind of thing up the line. Alcaraz races to his right and then gets to the ball and rips a forehand winner for the break. This kid is incredible. See, these are the type of points. So even though the match is kind of, it's been a blowout so far, it's still fun to watch the types of points like this. So Alcaraz return up the line, short ball. Lajovic should have gone cross court, but he goes up the line where Alcaraz was. Alcaraz goes cross court lob, and then the overhead backhand lob up the line from Lajovic goes right up the line, and Alcaraz was on the opposite side of the court, other sideline, runs it down, and then rips a forehand into the open court. Beautiful. Wow. That's cool, Max. Most people haven't been vegetarian their entire lives. Usually a choice at some point after the teens. Yeah, for me, mine was the opposite, Kathy. My parents were saying, look, we don't want any meat in the house. My dad used to eat meat, but my mom said she preferred not to. She's never had meat. She doesn't even eat eggs or anything, although she does have dairy. But anyways, so when my mom and dad got married, my mom said, I don't want any meat in the house. My dad said he fell in love with my mom at first sight. So he was just like, whatever you want. So we never had any meat in the house. And my parents said, Covey, until you're 18, or at least I think he was 16 or something, they said, we want you to be vegetarian, but after that, it's up to you. And I've just never craved meat in my life. So I just never did it. Yeah. So, but yeah. And don't ever worry about that, Max. Questions are generally good. I mean, sometimes people will ask something uncool. Like one guy said something very disgusting and derogatory, and I blocked him right at the beginning. Luckily, not many people were in the chat by then. All right, Alcaraz with an ace up the tee. Wow, that had some sauce on it. So he's up a break in the second set, 2-1 serving here. 15-love Alcaraz. Kabang. Emma talking about that shot. Extraordinary defense from Carlos. It is crazy. Even within a point, he'll make you rethink the margins that you're going to hit because you think, oh, I've already won this point once. Nope. A second time. Nope. Serve, and the +1 from Alcaraz goes wide on the forehand cross court. So 15 all. I think as tennis fans, we're used to long hours, so food keeps us going. Yeah, definitely. Actually, I still haven't had lunch because I had my milkshake or my shake or smoothie during the first one, but I still have to eat. So hopefully there'll be some time between this and the Saba match. Saba match doesn't start till 4 and it's only 1:30, so 2.5 hours will give me enough time to go drive Gobi over to the park and have some lunch and then come back for Saba. Here we go. 15 all. Second serve out wide. Good serve. Return up the middle. Alcaraz goes inside out forehand. Lajovic, some great defense. Overhead. Now Alcaraz smash into the middle. Lajovic gets a racket on it, but it goes into the net. So Lajovic, no slouch on the defensive side either. A couple of really good shots forcing Alcaraz. That was not an easy overhead. Alcaraz had to move backwards. So good job there for Lajovic, even though he wasn't able to win the point. Kathy, that makes sense. I respect people's decision if they choose to be vegetarian. That's what I thought. Parents were veg. Yeah, good call, Kathy. You don't miss what you don't know. Exactly. People are like, oh, you don't miss believe it or not, the McDonald's cheeseburger. Big Mac. The most common question is, so you've never had a Big Mac? That's like the most common question I've had in my life. And people just can't believe it. Max saying, M, same, you understand us. So Alcaraz now 40-15, starting to look like he's back to cruise mode. First serve into the net, double game point still. Here comes the second. Second serve is good. It's a kicker, but the return is long from Lajovic. ALCARAZ consolidates, and it is now 3-1 for the Spaniards. Emma saying, I tried to be vegan at one point, but I was not a fan of the food and it was pricey. Personally, did not have a good experience. Yeah, for me, it's always been never really been that tough because my parents are from India. So every meal has flatbread called chapati or roti, and then rice. So those are your carbs. And then there's a vegetable dish, like, for example, aloo gobi, which aloo is potato, gobi is cauliflower. And then there's a lentil dish. So you get your proteins in the lentils, you get your vegetables, your irons, and your minerals there, and then you get your carbs. And then there's also, we make homemade yogurt as well. Second serve coming up here from Lajovic to kick off game number 5. So it was never really an issue for me. But I know for people, ALCARAZ tries to do a saber sneak attack, but after he does the return, Lajovic rips it kind of right up the middle, and ALCARAZ just he had moved over too much to his left, and Lajovic perfectly placed it to his right, and he couldn't get to it. So 15 love. Here we go, first serve. Yeah, so what I was saying is, being Indian, I think it really helped because we had everything we needed in all the meals and never felt like I was lacking protein or anything necessary there. ALCARAZ, this time he does do the sneak attack and pushes it deep, and Lajovic goes wide on the forehand after that. The ball landed very close to the baseline, and Lajovic couldn't get his feet out of the way quick enough to get a good contact, and it is 15 all. Kathy saying there's some good vegan options now. Yeah, definitely in the last 10, 15 years, it's really picked up. I don't know how long ago you tried. I'm not vegan, but I like the food. M saying, I tried going without meat for a few weeks, but my energy levels went down. See, what I found is there's a lot of people, especially girls, it was in my experience. ALCARAZ, by the way, the serve up the tee, ALCARAZ backhand goes long. In my experience, especially in high school, there would be a lot of girls who were like, okay, I don't, for whatever reason, they're like, I don't want to eat meat. And then their families would just, they'd have, like, say, meat, potatoes, and whatever. Your family would just take out the meat and they would eat the potatoes and whatever. So they weren't getting the proper substitute. And that's why I was saying being Indian was really lucky in that sense, because we had all the minerals we needed. Serve +1 is a winner from Dusan Lajovic, backhand, one-hand backhander up the line. Beautiful. And it is now 40-15 for the serve. So you definitely have to, you can't just take stuff out of your diet. You have to replace it. And it's tough to do if you haven't have the experience with it, especially when you're like a teenager and you're not making your own food at the time. Although there are some, obviously, that do. All right, ALCARAZ with a cross-court return. Lajovic with a beautiful forehand up the line. ALCARAZ backhand cross-court, and Lajovic backhand goes long there in the end. So it is now 40-30. Still game point for Lajovic. Because you didn't substitute the proper protein, Kathy is saying to M's there. Kathy saying, "Naan, oh my God, I love Indian food." Yeah, I'm glad I love Indian food too, being Indian. I think I'll try to be vegetarian for a week or two and see how it goes. Yeah, if you do, definitely just find the balance. You still got to get, there's different ways to get protein. Like, a lot of people, they think it's crazy, but I think that you get as much grams of protein. ALCARAZ tries to go up the line, winner, but it is no good. It goes long, and a nice hold from Lajovic. Let's hear it for Dusan.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
So did you guys hear in the background? Lajovic. Again, the layering from Ben. Great work. Kathy saying, yes, I work many Indian weddings. Some are veg, some are not. They always have an Indian caterer do Indian food. More women than men, vegetarians. I think in general, yeah. ALCARAZ's confidence right now is a literal OMG, says Cap. Good to have Cap in the chat as always. Emma, Indian food's my number one takeout choice. Good. What's your favorite food? Is it aloo gobi? So, of course, you guys know that my dog's name is Gobi, which means cauliflower. If and when I get another one, it's going to be aloo, because why not have aloo gobi every single day? It would be amazing. Max saying that's great. That's going to be a hard decision because I like eating cheese and drinking milk for the vegetarian comment. So I'm a vegetarian, and I also do have cheese, and I don't drink milk anymore. I do soy milk, but yeah, cheese is the thing. Dairy, I do have eggs. It's technically called lacto-ovotarian because they've gotten so specific now with the terms. I like the Lajovic button, says Max. And it's honestly, a vegetarian diet isn't for everyone. So, sometimes people want to try it. Some people don't. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes maybe 5 years you'll do it, or 2 months, and then you'll go back. I mean, it's life, right? We're just here to experience and hopefully find things we love, like calling tennis matches, which is what I love to do. Alcaraz serve out wide and then a backhand on the second shot. Now Lajovic forehand up the line. Backhand Alcaraz is across court. Lajovic backhand as well. Forehand from Alcaraz into the net. Good rally to start off game 6 of set number 2. Alcaraz still up a break, serving at 3-2, and he's also up a set. But Lajovic has been playing well. I know it sounds funny to say that when he got bageled, but it's just the big points that Alcaraz, he's pulling out these passing shot winners out of nowhere, big points, things like that. But it has been a pretty decent match. Lajovic, his defense has been impressive as well. Here's Alcaraz now at love 15. Serve is good. Forehand return into the net. And Alcaraz lets out a little roar because I think he was feeling a little lull and he wants to get out of it. Ems, I commend people who do it, but just can't see myself being able to give it up long term. Yeah, no worries there. I work hospitality food conference meal functions. Cool. My parents are from Tunisia. We are the harissa lovers. Spices. Nice. Are you a fan of Ons Jabeur as well, Wedian? I know you're also from France. Alcaraz pulls Lajovic across court on the +1 beautifully, and then Lajovic floats one. Alcaraz meets it at the net, an easy forehand put away. 30-15 Carlitos. I lived 5 years in Seoul, South Korea, says Cap, and traveled a lot around Asia. Nothing better than Asian food. Wedian saying Tunisia is On's your favorite player, Emma. Alcaraz serve up the middle, return up the middle from Lajovic. Now forehand Alcaraz goes just long, 30-all. Max, I have no idea what to eat first for Indian food. Well, naan is like the bread. It's really, really good. There's a bunch of, if you like spinach, there's stuff called saag, really, really good. There's an eggplant thing called bharta. I really like that. Aloo gobi as well. There's butter chicken, which is a common meat dish. Lamb, I think there's some lamb stuff as well. Serve out wide, floater, just making it over, but Alcaraz doesn't let it bounce and just pots that forehand into the open court. So, good serving here, Carlitos. Game point for Alcaraz here. Of course, I love Ons, says Wedian. Kathy, Max, a vegetarian eat dairy. Vegan, exactly. Vegan, absolutely no animal products. Pescatarian, no meat, but fish and dairy. And it gets crazy, but I need to keep up with this stuff serving food. Also allergies, celiacs, etc. Yeah, there's a lot of different categories now these days. Second serve here, 40-30. Serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz to the backhand of Lajovic. He just chops that back short ball. Alcaraz fakes the drop, but then pushes it. Now he has an overhead off the lob from Lajovic, and he puts it away up the line. And it is game Carlitos, 4-2. Good job, Alcaraz.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Okay. By the way, folks, we have 29 likes and 58 people in here. So we're half. Please do give us a like if you haven't. We would really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone for watching this match with me. Oh, Alcaraz. He had a short ball, a cross-court slice there from Lajovic. Is a short ball. Alcaraz gets to it, but rips it into the high part of the net. He made contact below the net, so he had to put a lot of whip to get it up and then back down, but it didn't have enough to get up. All right, nice serve from Lajovic out wide. Short ball on the +1. He goes up the line backhand. Alcaraz tries to lob over him, but that's just long. 30 love, Dusan Lajovic. Tennis Twit, has anyone heard rumors Del Potro wants to make a comeback? Saw on Gato's Twitter account. Ah, interesting. I've heard that about Raonic as well. That would be kind of crazy, huh? Imagine both of them came back. Emma M, same here. Don't know how people do it in the long run. Here we go. Dusan Lajovic with a good serve. Now backhand slice. Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic into the net. 30-15. Ghost in the house. Let's go, Magdalene. I was wondering where you were at, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Mir Mesba saying, I have been a vegetarian for 25 plus years. It's harder to maintain a balanced diet and things can easily go wrong if you are not careful. There you go. Thank you for that. And thank you for commenting, Mir. First time I've seen your name in here and appreciate having you in here. Emma saying hello, Ghost. Hey, Emma, says Ghost. Alcaraz back cross-court return and Lajovic backhand goes long, so now it's 30-all. Alcaraz maybe trying to say, hey, I want to break and serve it out. M saying, I'd be able to give up meat before cheese, though. I could literally put cheese on anything. Yeah, cheese is the one thing that I don't think I'll ever... like, I stopped doing milk because I just don't like the flavor, the taste, and I don't like the way that they extract the milk by continually impregnating the cows artificially so they can keep having milk. So I don't like that whole process. But with cheese, using that same milk, they make the cheese. So I don't know. I'm like kind of hypocritical on that. But cheese is also a source of protein for me. So that's another reason why I don't give that up. So it would be hard. Very, very hard. Serve up the middle, and a lob return lands really deep from Alcaraz. Now we're into a forehand battle, but Alcaraz's second forehand in that battle goes long, and one break point saved in this game here for Lajovic. Now we are at deuce. Kathy saying hi to Mir. Hi, Kathy. I wish there was a tennis article on what tennis Twitter accounts to follow to keep up with the latest news. Basically, you just have to start, and then people you like. Alcaraz with some defense here tries to lob it over Lajovic, but no, Lajovic with an overhead there after he runs Alcaraz ragged. Good job from Lajovic setting up game point after saving a break point earlier in this game a couple points ago. Jose Morgado, yeah, he's pretty good for sure. Definitely, I have him. Another thing you can do, Max. Serve out wide, and the backhand from Alcaraz goes long. Another thing you can do, Max, is go back and watch. This is such a shameless plug, but I really mean this. If you go back and watch Cubby's Corner, or if you watch some of the news updates from Ben and JG, they often have slides on Twitter that they refer to, so you can see the names of those people, and those generally are people we follow because we like them. So that's another way that you can get a handle on some of the tennis Twitter people. Kathy saying if you follow anyone, you follow him in regards to Jose Morgado. Ems, I agree. Cheese is the best, definitely. Ghost saying at tennis Twitter, it's hard for some of these guys to give it up. So much passion for the game. Yeah, and it's something that you've wanted to do since you were a kid. So when you leave, you're like, what else do I do? Wait, why don't I come back? Why do you think Jordan comes back twice after retiring? Mario Lemieux came back after retirement. Brett Favre came back after retirement. Tom Brady, because these guys are like, this is what I've loved my whole life. Now what? Kathy saying, I hear you, Cubby, the hypocritical part of animal products. Yeah, right? So really, really tough. Sometimes morally for me on that front. Tennis Twit saying, yeah, Ghost, you're right. I remember seeing an article a while back where he said he felt lost without tennis. Yeah, I know Delpo definitely said, I think you might be referring to him. I remember he said, like, I don't know what to do with my life. Max, I love a cheese board. Kathy, yes, that's true. News update tweets and Covey's Corner. And tennis Twitter can be hostile. Yes, Max, that's one thing I would warn you. There are some people who have very aggressive opinions. Just try your best to stay away from those people. Stay away from those. You can block people. There's just some people who are constantly trying to like poke at other people, or they're fans of one player and they'll knock other players, with a very biased take. So just be aware of that. But other than that, you'll be fine, I think. All right, Alcaraz serving here, up a break and up a set. 4-3, first serve into the net. Here comes the second. Serve is good. Dusan runs around it. Forehand up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand up the line. Lajovic. Alcaraz with a defensive chop, and it goes just long. Good job, Lajovic. I like how he ran around that second serve backhand to hit a forehand. So he's taking chances. He's doing the things that you're supposed to do. He's just facing a guy who's a little, well, honestly, let's face it, he's a lot better than him overall. But I like the fact that Lajovic is trying different things, trying to mess up the rhythm of Alcaraz, trying to run around second serves, things like that. Go for some winners that you wouldn't expect from him. Alcaraz serve out wide, and then a lob return is very short. Alcaraz easy overhead smash into the open court, 15 all. Michael Jordan came back out. Yeah, I think I mentioned that twice. He did. Came back after, was it 90? He did his first three-peat, retired, came back, then retired, then came back for the Wizards. Ghost, I like John Silk's feed. Yeah, that's another guy talking tennis. And John Silk, I guess he was doing a version of the original version of Covey's Corner. It was called the Silk Report before I started doing that. So Alcaraz, another beautiful serve out wide, and then +1 cross court. Lajovic did his darndest to get to it, but couldn't. I'm got to commend Lajovic. Honestly, he's really showing me some guts. I know the score is not working for him, although second set's much better, but he's really not playing badly, folks. Serve up the middle from Alcaraz, return up the middle now. Backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Lajovic, backhand drop shot Alcaraz, Lajovic gets to it, and then Alcaraz lobs it over him, and Lajovic gives him some love, some good sportsmanship there. 40-15, beautifully done, Carlitos. Nice work. Yeah, really nice little backhand drop shot there, and great job. Lajovic barely got his racket under it, and he even got it. I mean, sometimes you can get your racket under it, but not get it in. But yeah, he popped it up right in Alcaraz's wheelhouse. I actually thought Alcaraz was going to rip a backhand cross court, but it was even nicer touch to do the overhead topspin lob there. So Alcaraz first serve is into the net at 40-15, double game point. 5 points from the match is Carlitos. Here's the second serve, folks. Tosses up, second serve, good, out wide, return, good cross-court return, cross-court forehand Alcaraz. Now, Lajovic with a forehand up the line, and then Alcaraz backhand into the net. So another game point coming up here for Alcaraz. People can definitely be rude on Twitter of stating a different opinion. Definitely, Morgado, Clary, Rothenberg. These are other people you can follow as well. It's a violent Twitter world, and Elon Musk seems to be a weaponizer. I agree with you there. I've never had a Twitter account. Can't keep up with Facebook, Instagram. Honestly, Instagram is the best out of all of them. It's the most low-key. You're not going to get into many discussions, though. You'll have comments. Serve up is an ace up the tee. Alcaraz holds for 5-3, and now Lajovic will serve to stay in the match. Let me quickly run through some scores. Tommy Paul takes out Davidovich. Okay, all four of these scores are straight sets. Paul over Fokina, Runa over Schwartzman, Fritz over Shapo, Rublev over Kecmanovic. And right now, Rusevori is up a set, and they're on serve against Taro Daniel in the second. Alcaraz, of course, up a set 5-3. Next, on the men's side, coming up, Sinner Dimitrov, and also Ruud and Van de Zandschulp. On the women's side, every single one of these that I'm going to mention, the first 5 are all straight sets. Vondrusova over Pliskova, Gracheva over Freck, and Drescu over Henin, Kristea over Mukova, and Alexandrova over Bencic. Currently, Kvitova is up a set, and they're on serve against Vekic 4-5 in the second. Lajovic lost the first point here in game number 9. So, first serve is just wide at 15 love. It would have been a really beautiful kick serve if he got that on the sideline there, but alas he doesn't. All right, backhand return cross court from Alcaraz on the second serve, and the backhand from Lajovic into the net. They're 15 all. Carlos too good, says Ghost. Also bok choy, I love that stuff. Trying the purple variety now. I'm not the biggest bok choy fan. I like the small ones, not the leafiness of it. I don't like when you have like kind of soggy leafy. But I do love like the asparagus tips, and I love the Szechuan green beans that you find at a lot of Chinese restaurants. Backhand slice Lajovic. Alcaraz with a kind of a fake drop slice forward. Backhand slice Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. And oh my goodness, he went 3 straight times to the Alcaraz backhand, getting further and further. And on the third one, Alcaraz couldn't return that back in. Good job, Lajovic. Kept on pinning him to that side. Kathy, yes, Instagram has limitations, which is good. Exactly. Yeah. That way you don't get into these fights and arguments. I like Instagram for pics. Yeah. Less likelihood of getting into a war with some stranger. Taro Daniel is having a hell of a year. I agree. Absolutely killing it. I actually thought he'd be winning. I predicted him to win this match against Rustavori. See if he can come through. Alcaraz with a ripper of a forehand cross court. And it is now 30 all. Alcaraz 2 points from the round of 16. Third round action here in Miami. And hey, folks, remember, I will be calling the Sabalenka match later, starting in about 2 hours and 10 minutes from now. Good serve out wide, and Alcaraz forehand goes wide as well. So game point Lajovic. He's trying to make Alcaraz serve it out. Ghost saying, Bibi, she's my gal. She's going all the way. She's starting to have that mojo, isn't she, Ghost? Nice serve up the tee. Alcaraz return deep. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz with some heat. Backhand slice Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz is long. Lajovic holds. And now Alcaraz will serve at 5-4 for the match. Good job, Dusan Lajovic. Now listen for, at the end of the button, the second half of the button, listen in the background how Ben goes, Dusan Lajovic, underneath the rest of it. It's really cool.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
There you go. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Kathy saying, I like baby bok choy is better. I agree. I like the smaller ones that you could just eat, and when there's less leafiness on the top. Weddian got my tickets for the Rolex Monte Carlo Masters. I'm officially broke. Wow, that's going to be a fun trip. Have fun. Congratulations to get those tickets. It looks just like an absolute beautiful scene. I've never been to Monte Carlo, but it looks just gorgeous. It looks like a postcard. Max, congrats, Weddian. I hope you have fun. Tennis Twit. Sabalenka match. Too late for my time zone. Sorry, buddy. Unfortunate. Send her good vibes for me, Covey. You know I will, buddy. Definitely. Kathy, oh goody. Time to mop floors and maybe run to car wash. My car is crying for a good cleaning. Honestly, I don't know who stops Alcaraz if he stays healthy. Maybe Runa, Joker. Yeah, that's a good question. Serving for the match is Carlitos at 5-4. Let's go, folks. First serve is good. Return to the backhand of Alcaraz. He goes up the line, and it's a winner. Actually, Lajovic just got wrong-footed. It wasn't even close to being near the sideline. He just put it back to where Lajovic was, but wrong-footed him. Nicely done. 15-love, 3 points now from the round of 16 is the world number 1. Nice button, says Ghost. I really want Runa Alcaraz. Same here, Ems. Either that or Fritz Alcaraz. I feel like they haven't played yet, Fritz Alcaraz, and I'm curious to see how that would go. Alcaraz backhand cross court into the net there off the rally ball. So it's 15-all. Lajovic, he's putting up a good fight. Same GG, but he's beaten Novak before. I'm up to see him beat Novak again, says Kathy. Ghost, Ems, me too. 100% going to be a banger. Same Ems, says Tennis Twit. Kathy, me too. Show Runa what he's made of. And Runa did beat him, although that's when Alcaraz tore a muscle in his abdomen, so he couldn't play in the year-end finals. Serve out wide and the +1. Ooh, that was a bad miss from Alcaraz. It wasn't a shank, but he shot it, landed like 3 feet wide of the doubles alley. Got to teach Rebecca how to do this, because after she wins big major titles, she just does this and then walks to the net. All right, Alcaraz under a little pressure here, serving for the match. That's not right. He has faced a break point, but saved it. Only one. Serve is good. Backhand chop return, and it's a short one. Ooh, Alcaraz forehand swinging volley is wide. He had the whole court. He's getting a little bit ahead of himself, maybe. And it is now double break point for Lajovic. 15-40. The Lajovic camp going pretty loud here. And the crowd also wants more tennis, so they're giving some love to Lajovic. Lajovic 0 for 1, as I mentioned, on break points. Actually, that's not true. He's 0 for 1. Now he'll have his second one. Yeah, got confused there. Here we go, Alcaraz. First serve is good. Backhand, Lajovic doesn't even make it to the net, and it's 40-30. Sorry, 30-40. See, this is in terms about Runa here. See if all his chest pounding is validated. I live in Arles, south of France. Very nice, very nice. So I guess Monte Carlo, not too far from you. I should learn my geography in that region a little better. Serve from Alcaraz, good up the middle. Return up to the forehand side. Now backhand Alcaraz is wide as well. So 3 unforced errors or 4. And we are back to level here in set number 2, folks. The first bit of adversity that Alcaraz has faced, he has not gone past 4 games against him in any game so far, in any match so far in his title defense here in Miami. So good job, Lajovic, and another button for my man here.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
All right, Lajovic now. First server goes into the net at 5-all. Good gutsy break there. Alcaraz was serving for the match and had a uncharacteristic 3 unforced errors, and a backhand slice from Lajovic goes long. So Alcaraz right away putting pressure on the Lajovic serve. Love 15. Goes saying Carlos has a better serve than Runa, in my opinion, but I think they match up well skill to skill. Yeah, I think that there's more consistent speed on the second serve of Runa. But Alcaraz, I really like his variety these days, how he's starting to move it around. He's got his kick serve. Sometimes he uses it on the first serve to pull them out wide, sometimes on the second serve. So you don't always know what's going on. But I think it would be a good match for sure. And Alcaraz goes long on the forehand, running forehand there. So Lajovic 30-15. Max, I would definitely love to visit Paris, France one day. Same here. It's atop my list. Luckily, it's also a city where one of the majors are, so I could kill two birds with one stone. Tennis Twit, agree. He puts dudes on their heels and keeps them there all match, says Ghost. Arles to Monte Carlos, about 3 hours. Okay. Ooh, Lajovic with a forehand that goes off the baseline. Alcaraz can't scoop that up as he was sliding. And Lajovic now got a little mojo going here. 40-15. He's got double game point. So if he can win one of the next two, he'll get to see at least a tiebreak. Alcaraz with a backhand lob on the run, and Lajovic holds for 6-5. Good job, Dusan. Dare I hit his button once again? I think I have to. He's really earning it.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic. Dusan Lajovic.
Dusan Lajovic.
Tennis Twit saying, yay, we have a little competition. Although Alcaraz or Carlos broke himself. Respect Dusan. Dang, 5-5. I've not been paying attention, says Kathy. If Runa could learn Shelton's serve and Sinner's mental fortitude, I think he could beat Alcaraz. I think you spelt B wrong. I think what you meant to say, Ghost, is if Runa could learn Shelton's serve and Sinner's mental fortitude, I think he could be Alcaraz. There we go. Tout law. Glad Murray didn't have to face this Alcaraz. Tennis Twit. Runa beat Alcaraz last year. Yes, in Paris Bercy, the tournament that Runa beat Djokovic as well. Or was it Paris Bercy? But anyways, that was the tournament where Alcaraz pulled out because that's when he stretched his abdomen, which made it impossible for him to play in the year-end championship. So he missed all of that stuff. Goes saying Carlos had, yeah, there you go. He got the injury in the match. GG trying to create a tennis cyborg. All right, so Alcaraz all of a sudden serving to stay in the set. The tables have turned. How the turntables, some people say. M saying Lajovic getting a second win. He totally is, although his backhand goes into the net as Alcaraz approaches, and it's 15-love Carlitos. Carlos, do you know he wants to take this into a tiebreak for sure? Here we are, folks. Okay, here we go. Alcaraz, nice kick, brings him out wide, and then does the volley. Oh, beautiful serve and volley, just perfect. Pulled him out 15 feet wide. Lajovic gets it over the net, dips fast, but Alcaraz gets to it and just punches that forehand cross-court into the open space there. Really nicely done. Can't do anything there if you're Lajovic. John McEnroe would have been proud of that serve and volley. Max saying, I was sad that Shelton lost against Manarino yesterday, especially at Shelton's hometown. Yeah, very surprising result. Ooh, Alcaraz had a short ball. He ripped right back at Lajovic. Now Lajovic pushes one to the forehand side of Alcaraz, and that goes long. So now Alcaraz 30-15, still in control, but got to be careful. Lajovic has a little wind going. LOL true. Kavi says, Ghost in the house. I was about to say a tennis hologram for a moment. Yeah, like Tupac and get some of the greats playing back holographically. First serve from Alcaraz is long. Here comes a second serve at 30-15. So let's see some drama happening here. Kick serve, backhand return. Alcaraz forehand ripper up the line, clean winner. Like he's saying, I'm sick of this. That was the sentiment I got from the swing off that forehand. Nick, who can beat Alcaraz? Let's be honest. If he stays healthy, he'll win almost everything. It's looking like that. But yeah, we have to temper our expectations because, you never know what the future holds. But I agree with what you're saying. Hi, Nick, says Kathy. Tennis Twit. Remember, oh, wait, hold on. Alcaraz serve out wide, return Block back now. Backhand Alcaraz up the line. Lajovic gets that. Really nicely done. Then Alcaraz goes cross court, inside out at the net, and he rips the winner. And then he gives a little look at his box. And it is tiebreak time. Real quick before it starts. Remember, Carlos came out playing lights out against Rafa at Indian Wells last year and still lost. Let's not forget these old boys can play. You got that right. And that was one of the windiest, craziest matches as well. All right, folks, give me your predictions on who you think is going to win the tiebreak and the score right after this. All right, Lajovic serving first in the tiebreak. First serve into the net. Here's the second. Is a let. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Alcaraz is a clean winner. Backhand return and second serve. So Alcaraz takes the first mini break right away. And it is 1-0, Carlitos. Folks, please do give us a like. We got a whole bunch of people in here now, about 80, and we're at 38 likes. Can we get to 50 in the next couple minutes? I think we can do it, folks. Please help us get there. That would be a great number. Manor, Idemo, Dusan, LOL. I told you, Cubby. You called it. There you go. Sorry for the caps. I think he's saying cups, but you meant caps there. Carlos takes it 7-2, says tennis twit. As he's up to love, a serve comes back unreturned. I shouldn't say comes back because it didn't come back. Serve does not come back. It is unreturned. Hot damn. We got a match, says Kathy, but I want Dusan to take it so we have a match. Alcaraz 7-3 from Suwon Lim. Ghost Alcaraz 7-4. Alcaraz 7-5. So we got 7-2, 7-3, 7-4, 7-5 for Alcaraz. That last one was from Max. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand cross court Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz up the line. Forehand Lajovic. Now backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand slice Alcaraz. And forehand Lajovic goes long. 3-love Alcaraz up a mini break still. And now Lajovic will serve. Come on, everyone. Press the like button. 42. So we got 4 in about half a minute. Thank you guys so much for helping up these numbers. I got to put a t-shirt on my hairless dog. AC on and he's cold. Kathy saying Carlos 7-4. Here's Lajovic serving at love 3. First serve is wide. Here comes the second. Second serve. Back. Oh, right into the body. Alcaraz couldn't handle that, and that goes wide. Way wide. Nowhere near the court. So Lajovic gets his first mini hold of the tiebreak. 1-3 here. Okay. Oof. Serve up the middle. Backhand return Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Short ball. Forehand Lajovic. Alcaraz tries to pass him, and he doesn't pass him, but Lajovic's backhand volley goes into the net. Alcaraz put a lot of whip on that, so it dipped after going over the net, and Lajovic just couldn't place his racket well enough, and it is another mini break. Alcaraz now serving up 4-1. So trying to make quick work of it. Kathy saying, uh-oh. We got Max saying, Ghost, real love from Jody, and Ghost saying, Jody Watley. Okay, Max, I see you. You are seeing Max. There you go. Carlos 7-4 says Kathy. Yeah, so we got 7-4 Ghost Kathy, 7-3 Suwon, 7-2 as well. Ooh, Alcaraz on the serve +1. He tried to rip a forehand, but it went just wide. But it's still Alcaraz to serve after the changeover. He is still up a mini break 4-2. Yeah. Ghost, your comment made me laugh. Haha, says Max. All right. Carlitos choosing which balls he wants to play this point with. From the deuce side here at 4-2 after the changeover. M saying Carlos is indeed human. Her serve is good. It's an ace. 5-2 now. Carlos just 2 points away from the round of 16. Excusez-moi. A stoic Jean Carlos Ferrero looks on. I think Albert Molina is the name of his agent. He's the one who's more animated doing this. Jean Carlos is like this. Okay, Lajovic serving at 2-5. Serve is just wide. Here comes a second. You got to think he's got to win both of these points or he's in big trouble if he's not already. And it's a clean winner up the line. Carlitos 2-6 now, setting up our first match point of this match.
Match point.
Okay, folks, 4 match points for Carlitos. You got to think this match is pretty much over, but never say die until it is done. Just ask Medvedev against Rafa in Australia last year. Okay, here we go. Second serve now. Ooh, it's a let. So the nerves maybe for Lajovic here. Second serve again for the Serbian. Serve is good, and Alcaraz forehand into the high part of the net. Tried to go up the line there. And now Alcaraz with a couple of chances with the ball on his racket, serving at 6-3. Still has 3 match points. So let's hit that button.
Match point.
Okay. Here we go, folks. Alcaraz serving 6-3 for the match. Serve is good up the middle. Return up the middle. Alcaraz forehand. Backhand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz cross court. Backhand Lajovic up the line. Alcaraz forehand goes long. Is it? Yeah, it went long. 6-4. Yeah, the forehand from Alcaraz off of the backhand from Dusan goes long, and it was about 2.5 inches long. So match point numero 3.
Match point.
Ooh, we got 100 people in here all of a sudden. Come on, folks. Let's get to 50 likes. We're at 44. We just need 6 more likes. Smash that like button. We can do it. Let's see. It would be amazing to get to 100, but that would just be nuts. So here we go. Match point number 3. First serve into the net. Okay. Second serve now. Serve is good. Backhand return is a looper. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Up the line. Forehand Lajovic. Forehand Alcaraz. Backhand Lajovic. Short ball. Alcaraz tries to drop, but it goes into the net. So 3 match points saved. 2 of them on the Alcaraz serve. So it's getting interesting, folks. Lajovic now serving at 5-6, still down a 4th straight match point. Can he bring it back to level? This would be gutsy as all heck if he can.
Match point.
Ghost Batman in the GT Love Cave. Howdy, Gary. Okay, here we go. Lajovic trying to save a 4th match point. Serve is good. Backhand return. Forehand Lajovic. Backhand Alcaraz. Lands on the line, and it's in. I actually thought that was wide, but it landed in barely. It literally dropped on top of the line. It was a close call. They're showing it again. And there it is, folks. Alcaraz takes it with a bagel, 6 love, 7-6. A really nice embrace. They even kind of walking arm in arm for a couple steps after the embrace. And a nice smile from Lajovic and Alcaraz. So you can tell they both have love and respect for each other. Nice to see as always. And there you go, folks. Carlitos takes it, and he moves on to the round of 16. So, Emma saying, Carlos, you were killing me. We got M saying, Carlos, what are you doing, dude? He pulled it out in the end, but the Carlos fans were feeling a little bit of heart palpitations there. Vamos, says Weddy, and Vamos, says Ems. Wow, that was inches. Yeah, I actually thought that was long. I wonder what would have happened if it was wide, because dropping 4 straight match points could get into your head a little bit. We got Jane. Damn, I've been denied watching tennis all day. That's too bad. I had no idea Lajovic had a one-hand backhand. Yes, yeah, he does. And a pretty good one. I wouldn't say it's smooth like Roger Musetti, but pretty decent. Carlos has a lovely manner. Emma saying, Vamos, Carlos. Thanks for the stream, Covey, and everyone. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay up for Saba as I have work. But thanks for the great commentary as always. You're very welcome, Emma. And let's check the like count. We ended up with 45. So thank you to everyone who gave a like and a subscribe, to anyone who is new. Really appreciate that. Let's say Kathy saying true GG. We got Tennis Twit, great sportsmanship. Lajovic. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Jane, and then some funny emojis from Suwan. We got Ghost Jane. Stop playing those video games. Max, congrats to Carlos. Bye, Emma. See ya, says SWL. Kathy, sleep tight, Emma. Ghost, dance moms, enough said. So I missed a bunch of chat stuff, but I'm not sure what I missed there. But Ghost saying, what an odd scoreline. Yeah, I agree. Okay, folks, so that is going to do it for me on this stream. This is my second of back-to-back streams. And in about an hour and 45 minutes at 4 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. in Miami, we will have Sabalenka versus Bauskova, and I will be excited to hit my triple header for the day. But until then, I got to go take Gobi for a walk. I got to get some food in me. And so, yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone real quick. Just going to run through the final comments. We got a couple more new ones. We got Jane saying, thanks, Covey. Tennis Twit, another great stream, Covey. Enjoy the Sabalenka. You enjoy your rest, Tennis Twit, and thank you for joining us and your contributions. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Suwan. Suwan says, thank you, Covey. Right back at you, buddy. Ems, Covey doing great work as always. Thank you, Ems. I appreciate that. Gary, salad, pizza, and Sabalenka coming up. Spousey Sunday for Gary. We got Covey. I've been at a kids' dance competition most of the day. Okay. That's what you meant there. Okay, see you then, says Kathy. Merci. De rien, Wedien. Merci beaucoup pour avoir regardé cette match avec moi. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for me. See you in a couple of hours, hopefully, for Sabalenka Bauskova. Also, remember, the Sinner match is on against Dimitrov, so we still got some good tennis up in store for everyone. Always stay tuned to the GTL streams, the GTL channel, as you can always see what the upcoming matches are. Until the 4 o'clock stream for Sabalenka, my name is Covey from Vancouver, BC, along with my girl Gobi, my cute little puppy. We are out, and we will see you all very shortly. Peace, guys.